Welcome, everyone. We're back after a little summer holiday with episode number 20. I'm Vinie Vizzle, and right next to me, we have Mark. Mark, how have you been this summer?
Warm.
Warm.
Warm. It's really bloody warm. I've even got the door open. It's so warm. It's been nice, though. It's been nice. Lots of riding, lots of videos of watching people going out and riding and stuff like that. There's recently been a few events in the UK. The Peakender event and stuff has just happened last weekend. And of course, we've got a massive weekend of events coming up, a massive couple of weekends of events coming up. So it's all looking pretty good, as well as new news from Onewheel as well. So it's been an exciting couple of weeks, really.
Yeah. What's your first thoughts on the new board that they put out there? The
GTXL. $3,500.
Yeah.
It's more than my car. It's more than my car and my bike.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's a lot of money. It looks like a hell of a beast. I've watched a few videos. Yeah. They've done very well in getting people to ride them and sticking out videos very, very quickly, which is quite smooth, very, very savvy of them. Yeah. It's nice. It looks good. What have you seen? What are you thinking about it?
It looks good. It looks powerful. It looks like carnage, but it's still a GT.
Still bloody. I want to know how much it weighs. I saw somebody comment saying, "Is there any information about how much it weighs?" Because the GT is so heavy, really is heavy. So that can only be another couple of kilos on top of that, surely.
Yeah, with the different batteries, they added a little bit of weight. Also, it's a longer machine. It has a bigger tire, so it will add some weight to it. But they were going down in weight a bit on the GTS Rally, so I hope that they're still under the GT weight. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the stats yet, but it's. I've seen in the comments that it's not really the board that a lot of people were waiting for. You have that race niche, but that's not the biggest part of the one-wheelers. And they're really going in on that niche also because they have one of the biggest races in the world. So they definitely want to put some money in there. But some people were expecting like an XR FS, an XR freestyle board, maybe, because they are also focusing on freestyle a little bit more. So
that's the thing, isn't it? You've just had Bodie's trick competition. You've had a lot of that stuff going out there and showing a lot of that stuff. They've had the GT, the GTS, the GT Rally. You know, they've had all this GT stuff, this trail riding beasts. You know, they've updated the firmware even for the GT. The GT rides a million times better than it ever did when it first came. So you would have expected something lighter, something more tricky going along the XR Classic. Again, I've seen this probably the same stuff that you've seen, that people have hoped for that, but it didn't come out, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I really am very curious what they're going to bring in the future, if that still is something that they plan to do, because I think they would address a lot more riders with that choice than to have that beast of a board that we have now. So
I think there is a space there. The trick side of things is getting bigger and bigger, and if they want to compete, I'm going to say the words, if they want to compete with the VESC market, because they are going to have to compete with the VESC muscle. Yes, they built a trail riding traction beast. It is a colossal beast. Everyone's getting big tires, you know, everyone's big tire gangs and everywhere all the time. And now they've got into that element quite quickly. Realistically, they've clearly been looking at what people have been discussing online and gone, this is where we need to go. This is where the market is going, because everyone, even VESC-man's picking up the big tires. There's all BTG everywhere, and now Onewheel have stepped in there quicker than they have done with other updates that they've usually done with tech and software and firmware and stuff like that. But winter's coming, and throughout winter there is always the winter freestyle trick competition, the virtual trick comp that goes on, and people don't go out for the long rides on the trails because it's too bloody wet and cold. So people focus on tricks in their back gardens, in their yards, in their farms, and stuff like that. So maybe in 3 months' time they bring out a little trick machine. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what the future brings. I'm definitely hopeful to see that in the future, because I see a lot of freestyle riders out there switching to VESC because they don't have the proper options. Like I also still ride my XRs, but I didn't do the update because I don't want to have the haptic bus.
Yep.
So I'm not making use of the new features. I'm not having all the settings that you can dial that they updated in the firmware and stuff. So a lot of those trick riders are missing out. And I think that kind of board could actually be the push to go into that realm. And I definitely think it's interesting. I've seen what they now do with the settings. They definitely looked at what the Vest community is doing, and they are trying to implement a lot of cool features that have helped riding and that have improved the riding experience. So yeah, I'm kind of still drooling on those settings, but I have not had them yet, and I'm still running that old firmware. Still loving it. The mission setting is still my favorite. Mm-hmm. But I would love to see what that machine can do with having that kind of control.
It would be nice to see them dialing something in like that. I wonder, because I'm not a trick rider, is the element of trick riding, is it very bespoke to your board, your settings and stuff like that? Would Onewheel be able to make a trick specific board?
I think like the main thing that I've seen the Vesk community, I don't have a freestyle Vesk board. I have a freestyle trail board. I have 2 boards set up for different things. And mine is still a future motion board. And some things that you have to take into account is like you will have tail drag on some drops and tricks, which you can counter with the Vesk stuff. I've seen people do shove-its and backside 180s like it's nothing with a Vesk, which apparently seems to be a lot easier to control, to keep the board flat and stuff like that. So there are definitely some things that they can fine tune in the software to make the FM boards a lot better for freestyle. They do have Bodhi. He's kind of our freestyle king together with Cricket, and they have all the tools to get to that point, I guess. So I really hope to see it in the future.
Yeah, I wonder if they can get those guys together, and because obviously you think about the De Silvas, that the amount of time they spent, we spoke to Austin about going tweak this, tweak that, how possible that is when you are hitting the same trick over and over, and because there are so many different elements you want it to do. That's not taking away from trail riding, but trail riding is up, downhill, whatever, rocks, roots, bumps, berms, whatever it is, jumps, drops. But when you add in the trick element of things, there's so many different aspects to people's quiver of tricks and wanting to do more. It's not just a skateboard with wheels and you pop it and slide and stuff like that. There's a lot more components in there, but I reckon they must have the skill set, and they must know that's a market in there. They must have a little box, little post-it note on the wall from a few years ago when they had their Riders Summit of trick specific board. I think that's a key thing there.
Yeah, it's something that definitely has a place in the Onewheel community, and a lot of people are still looking out for that. I know there's so many people still riding those XR platforms and going to Vesk because they like it so much, and it just rides. To me, it feels way more natural. I've been a board rider for a long time, and the slightest changes to a board can make a very big difference. For instance, a skateboard, make it a half an inch wider, and you will feel that massively in your skating, in the how the board behaves. So if you do that with a 15 kilogram board, the impact will be bigger. So I've seen the big boards riding now, and it's definitely it also translates to the trail riding, because if you see riders like Alexis, they just are doing tricks in the trails. So the stuff they learn in the freestyle or in the park, they take it to the trails, and that's also an evolution that I would like to see, more slope style-y stuff. We already had the event in Italy last year where PJ and Martin set up something with something like more slope style directed. So it's cool to see all the options we have. Like for me, I still ride my Growler, which is a very small board. I like it very small.
Yeah.
And I've seen the package that Vestman has. Yeah. And I've seen the package that Vestman has, the smaller board with the bigger tire, which I also really like, because then you have that option of the big tire in that smaller package. So there's so many options, so many opportunities, and so much stuff to do. And that's why I love my varial rails. I can go wide, I can go small, I can go up, down. So cool.
we have our first guest this evening. So it's going to be a little bit complicated for me and Vinny. For you guys watching at home and listening, it will be absolutely seamless, but we're splitting up our guests tonight just because of the difference in time zones and things like that. So click the button and it's
All
worked.
right. We have Jared in the house. Jared, how are
Hey,
you?
how y'all doing? I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
All good here.
We are good. We are very used to there being a slight time delay. So I'll be interested to see if there is a lag with yourself tonight or today
Okay.
or
All right. I'll
lunchtime
keep that
or
in mind.
whatever it is.
Be able to work it out.
Yeah. It's about noon here, just a little after. So
All right. So, Jared, for the people who don't know who you are, please represent yourself.
yeah, appreciate that. So my name is Jared Fargo. A lot of people know me as Oak City Mad Scientist. I'm one of the co-founders of Oak City Onewheel, and we put on Oak City Shred Fest, which has been going on for a little while now. I've done a number of things throughout the club. I do a lot of help with like the group rides and just organizing the events and helping out wherever we can. We have a bunch of volunteers that make Oak City Onewheel and Oak City Shred Fest great, and yeah. So I've done things like organize the scavenger hunt at Shredfest that we've been doing that for a little while now. Also did the electrolytes, it's the LED light controller for the Onewheel. So it works on like the XR Classic, the GT, the GTS. And is like a little module that you drop into your controller box, and it turns your dumb red and white lights into smart LED strips. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Been around for a little while and worked with a lot of people in the community, and I really appreciate y'all having me on here.
Cool, man. Sounds like a busy life.
Yeah, always busy, always busy. Yeah, I had a hardware background for a while before I switched over to software. So it allows me to be a little dangerous when we start working on projects and stuff, you know?
That's cool, man. Cool. So, how long have you been riding, actually?
I think it's been since 2019. Yeah, it was about late 2019, and I was about 3 weeks into it. Started reaching out to the Facebook group. I kind of just got it as an outlet, right? Like I wanted to get out the house and have something to do. And I originally saw the one wheel on MythBusters, and it was Adam Savage, and I was like, I want to have one of those one day.
That
And
man
kind
should
of
take
forgot
some.
about
Should have
it.
had some shares in One Wheel. The amount of One Wheels
I
he's probably
know.
sold for them.
I know, I know. And so, yeah, it was on my mind. I forgot about it. And then I came across an ad for it and I was like, yep, got to get one. So yeah, started riding around here locally and then reached out and I was like, I wonder if anybody else is doing this. So we saw there was a Facebook group here in Raleigh and started meeting up with people. And that's when I met David Wolf and Supremo and a few other people that are still sticking around. I think there was like 4 or 5 of us in the beginning. And Supremo had this big vision of how we could grow the group, and wow, it's really grown. It's pretty wild. So, yeah. And when I started, I would think I was like 3 weeks in, a month in, and was riding trails one morning before work, broke my ankle, so that was great. And so that took me out for a few months, but I came back. Group was stronger than ever, and been here ever since.
Cool, man.
Excellent. We will often hear the trails, the tales of people breaking their bones and stuff like that. And a friend of
It
mine
happens.
that is now a good mate of mine, Andrew. He was literally out on his on a ride on his one wheel. It was the first time I'd seen someone in the wild on a one wheel, and then I didn't see him
Hmm.
again for months or hear from him because he'd gone off badly, sprained his ankle, had to walk back like 3 miles, and ruined his
Oh
leg.
yeah, that's tough.
But by the time he was fit, there was about 3 other people in the local area now riding one wheels, and it's just happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, it does. It does, and it always seems to happen at the beginning. It's new to us. You get used to riding, and then you get this confidence level, right? And that's exactly what happened to me. I just had this confidence, was really excited about riding trails, and was out there by myself and everything. I had to like tell the paramedics where I was, and they had to walk down the trails and carry me out. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, but yeah, I don't regret it at all. It was definitely a little hiccup, but the community is just absolutely amazing. And, when I started, I think I had like maybe 1 or 2 friends, and they were both work colleagues. So, right. So it was like friends to a certain level. And now I have so many amazing friends I can't even count. It's wild. So I feel very fortunate to have met the group.
That's what this board does. It's really
Yeah.
amazing. It's really
Yeah.
amazing. I've heard so many stories of people having likewise uh, experiences. Like first they ride out on their own, not knowing that anybody else does this. You're like, am I alone here? And then suddenly you discover a group, or you run into somebody, and it just clicks. And like, for me, it's actually like skateboarding in the 90s. If you see somebody with a board, he's your friend. You start talking, and that's the
100%.
communal thing. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, 100%. And it's great. We've just met so many people throughout the years. It's funny. I can go to so many places in the world and have a place to stay. It's so awesome. And that's kind of how like it happened with us from Oak City coming over to Send It Surrey. We met Hannah. She was all excited. She wanted to do, help put on this event over there, and was talking about Andy and y'all over there, and I was super excited. And so she invited us out, and we started talking to some people around here, and now we got 11 people coming over.
And that's what we want to talk about tonight. We're doing a split interview tonight. We're going to chat to you now about your input in Send It Surrey, which is happening in just 2 weekends' time. I'm going to get this out super fast. I'm going to edit it up tomorrow so that everybody that's going along to the Danish Onewheel Games can listen to this, and then everyone coming along to Send It Surrey can be prepared.
We're down to 7 days.
Kabam.
Yeah, absolutely.
7 days. It's wild.
Countdown and
I love the app.
Yeah.
I got my little confetti explosion in the app when I hit the stoke meter, because my board is charged, half my car is packed, and I've booked the tickets. So
yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So really, what is your input with Send It Surrey? Because as you say, there's 11 of you coming over. What are you doing to help Andy and the team, and what's your role in Send It Surrey?
Yeah. So first, we wanted to come over, hang out, see everybody. We've had a bunch of people come over here throughout the years, and we thought this was a great opportunity. And and we've done several events, and so we wanted to help out in whatever way we can. So we got a whole crew coming, and we're gonna do. I'm gonna help host the scavenger hunt. So that's where we have these 3D printed squirrels that we hide all over the property. So we do this at Shredfest every year, and we hide something like 400 or 500. That's a pretty big event. We try to hide like a squirrel per person, right, to give everybody a chance. And like it basically it just started off as like a side thing to have. Pretty much anybody can compete, right? Like you don't have to have like a racing skill or anything like that. Like it's something that anybody can do if you're a kid, if you're an adult. I thought it was going to be more popular for kids, but I think the adults like it more. So it's really funny. And we have people that take it seriously. Like I've met people that come to the event just for the scavenger hunt, and have bought e-bikes because like I need to get around the property faster and find more. So we're bringing it over, and we're gonna have a bunch of squirrels. I think we're gonna have like 150, maybe 200 squirrels that we hide. And the idea is that whoever finds the most squirrels wins a prize. But we also have these special gold squirrels that pretty much every one that you find, you'll win a prize. So I think there's about 15 of them. And we've got everything from electrolytes, we've got t-shirts, we've got, I think there's even going to be a float wheel kit. So you can choose between like the Pint V or the XRV or the GTV float wheel kit. So that's going to be a big one. So really excited. So all the squirrels, you just collect as many as you can, and we'll announce the winner at the end of the weekend. The gold ones, let's see if the demo works. The gold ones you can tap to your phone, and it'll tell you what prize you won. So it'll let you know that this one is for the electrolyte. So that one's a fun one. We just started doing that this year. I try to switch it up a little bit every year and add something new. And so now we have smart squirrels,
Is that the low Wi-Fi thing that we talked
this
about?
one works off the NFC chips. So I've done different experiments. The NFC chips are nice because they're just quick tap to the phone. I've done some stuff with like Bluetooth beacons and embed little chips in them. So I think I might try to do that this coming year at Shredfest. We'll see how it goes. And how much time I have, but I might throw one out there that has like a Bluetooth beacon. So like as you get near it, it'll like alert you in the app and say, "Oh, there's a squirrel somewhere around here." So no promises, but we got big drones and like to make it really fun. So definitely always trying different things.
Yeah, playing around always brings new things.
Jared, do you need any more prizes for your squirrels?
Always happy to get some more prizes. Always happy to get some more prizes.
I'll bring a couple of these, which are wireless battery chargers.
Okay, nice. That's
with
fantastic.
Exclusive nosedive stickers on them.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's great too, because
I'll message you guys, and you can then add them in there. But a little
so like
nosedive for the prizes.
Yeah, so like in the app, we have a scavenger hunt portion that like breaks down the rules, and then we have the prizes as well. So these are all the different prizes that you can win. So we'll definitely have to get you added to the app. I really appreciate the generosity. That's essentially what happened is that we always had came up with like a prize for whoever collected the most, but we have so many amazing sponsors. Everybody wants to contribute and spread the stoke, and that was one of the things they wanted to do. And so I think last year at Shredfest, we had like $3,000 in prizes from sponsors that were all doing gold squirrels. So yeah, gold squirrels are funded by the sponsors, and we're super appreciative for that.
That's cool to see that companies are actually also open to contributing to these kind
Yeah,
of things. And yeah, they must see the value in that as well.
for sure, for sure. We have a lot of generous sponsors, and everybody likes to get involved. So yeah, it's awesome. It's taken this small side thing and taking it to another level. So it's really fun.
Yeah, cool. So that's coming to Send It Surrey.
Yeah, we are bringing the squirrels to Send It Surrey, and we did even a little special engraving on the bottom, so you can see Send It Surrey there. And it's cool that people collect them, and everyone gets to keep the squirrels they collect, and it's awesome. I've gotten pictures from all over the world, and people taking photos of these squirrels and next to things, so it's awesome.
What I want to know is logistically, who is packing all the squirrels? If they're all going in one case, that's all your eggs in one basket. That's all I'm saying. If you're flying into
Yeah, no, it
Heathrow,
is
Gatwick,
funny.
you know,
Yeah, I want to.
and you might find those squirrels somewhere turning up in Aberdeen or somewhere like that. You know.
Yeah, so it's funny. The first year I ever did them, I was printing them all myself, and I was printing squirrels for months. And I was new to printing, so I was doing like all these infills and stuff, and so we have an awesome community out here with that does the 3D printing. And so like for Shredfest, I think I had 10 or 12 people helping print the squirrels, and that's how we're able to make so many. And then one of my buddies, Quentin, he had some really good ideas. So in the States here, these gold squirrels, they pretty much weigh as much as an iPhone. So all the other ones are really light, but this one you pick it up and you're like, oh, is this gold? Like what the hell? So that's been really cool. So yeah, so this year, because I can't be bringing all these squirrels over, so I have a couple people over there helping out. So shout out to Lewis and Ben. They've been printing a bunch of squirrels, so they're working on that actively as we speak. And then yeah, Quentin made the gold ones over here. I'm gonna bring these one over. So I think I got 15 of these right now that I'll bring, and they all got the NFC chips in them. And
Excellent.
typically, like I said, they're very heavy because Quentin puts like buckshot in them from shotguns. So they're really heavy. But I had a feeling, I was like, I don't know if security at the airlines are going to really go for that. So he swapped those out, and he did like some plastic beads for these ones. So they're a little
Okay.
bit heavier, and so they feel different. But I was like, yeah, maybe we should leave that out for this trip.
Yeah, it's advisable.
Yeah, get the squirrels confiscated before I even get there.
That would be a story.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we're really excited to bring the squirrels over, and hopefully we can make this a tradition over there. And then we're also going to be helping out with the trick comp. So I think y'all are talking to Noah Vi later today.
Yep.
He's going to be the trick comp director and helping facilitate all that. I know there's a bunch of people over there right now building ramps and organizing stuff and helping get everything ready. And then we're also going to do a bunch of trick clinics as well. And pretty much just going to be like an open type forum, like whatever anybody wants to learn, whether it's like bonks or nudges or slides or body varials. We got a bunch of people. Luke Austin's going to be over there and doing some trick clinics as well. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I saw it on the schedule. There's a lot planned out through the entire weekend, and a lot of
Yes.
cross-planned events as well, which is really nice. And you've got 11 people coming over from Oak City, and you guys are skilled at running events. So it's always
Yeah,
been
we've
always
done it
the
for a
issue
little
with
while now.
you want to do so much
Mhm.
at a one-wheel event, but it really comes down to the people that you've got with you, the volunteers, being able to do
Yes.
multiple things at once. I know you've got like the
Y-
time trials and stuff happening when there's trick clinics going on and stuff like that. Because I was looking at things going, I'll do a couple of laps of the forest. There's no point in me trying to compete and go laps and laps and laps around the forest. I'll do a couple of nice little runs, see how the land lies, and then I'll go into the trick clinics because I can't do tricks for Toffee.
Yeah,
So
I really like the trick clinics are fun. They help kind of build up your confidence level. So yeah, that was definitely one thing I really got into when I started riding, and it is really fun. So there's so many aspects to one wheeling. You know, you can do trails, you can do street. People are into tricks. It's just there's stuff for everybody.
Mm.
And yeah, you're right. The events are very busy. There's a lot going on. You're just trying to organize chaos, right? Everybody's there to have a good time. There's always something going on. And it wouldn't work without the volunteers. Like that's what makes it happen. And the smoother the event goes, the more, you know, volunteers are running behind the scenes. And for Shred Fest, we prepare all year long. And especially for like the races and the track, when that track started getting built, I thought they were crazy. They're like, we'll just build a racetrack. It's like, God, what? How are we going to build a racetrack? And cut to they're out there with shovels and rakes and building everything by hand. And it's kind of escalated over the years. And now we have heavy equipment operators that go and do a bunch of stuff on the land, working all year round, countless hours. I bet you we have 50 to 75 volunteers that help out with Shredfest. So there's a lot of people behind the scenes that make it happen. And I just want to say a huge shout out to all our volunteers and for all the events like that. They really, truly make it happen.
That's so cool. And definitely if you got to a point where you even have the heavy equipment, all the people joining, and that's actually how events are built and sustained, because you really need those people. It's not like you say like, I'm gonna start an event and it's not gonna pop up by itself. We all
No, it's a
encountered
lot of
that.
work.
Yeah, we all encountered that, and you actually, yeah, like our first event, I was almost half dead after the week because of running around and doing stuff, and but it's just so cool to see everything come together, and the feeling you get of seeing all those smiles of the people coming together, getting inspired and going at it. So beautiful.
Yeah, there's definitely some tough moments and it can be stressful at times, but you're right. That's what makes it all worth it. That's what definitely makes it worth it.
What would be like one of those experiences? Can you recall something in the years that you've organized the events?
There's several different things. It's cool. Sometimes people come up to you and they know you from Instagram, and like so that's kind of like crazy. Like I've never really been big into social networking, but started doing it when we got the club, right? We wanted to promote it and get as much people to come as we can and spread the stoke. The squirrels are a big fun one, right? Like I didn't think that was going to take off. It was just kind of like a side thing, just to have an extra thing to do at the event. And to find out people come to the event for the scavenger hunt is just awesome. Like that's just so cool. And I know a lot of the guys that help 3D print behind the scenes, they get all excited when somebody finds one or takes one home or all of that. So it's really cool. And then you hear people talk about how it changed their lives, that they found about it, and not just the events, but all the one wheel groups too. And we started branching out and to doing more like local or helping out with local events in the area. So we do falling for local, which is a thing here in Raleigh for like all these small businesses. So we go out there, we set up one wheel demos. We started going to a local baseball team called the Salamanders, and we go out there during breaks and stuff and show people how to ride. And we went to US Disc Golf as well. We did it out there. We're going to be back out there again this year. And this year at Shredfest, we had someone that came out, brought their whole family, bought one wheels and everything, and they had met us at US Disc Golf. So the impact of that is just hard to imagine. So I'm just very happy that we can spread the stoke.
Yeah, and it keeps changing lives. This board.
Yeah,
I've heard it so many
wild.
times.
It sounds, you explain it to other people and it sounds wild. And I was like, I feel like the one wheel is just a tool. It brought us together, and you just form lifelong friends and learn about people and open up and express yourself. And it's a safe place for everybody to be themselves, as weird as they want to be,
Right on. Mark, do you have anything else to ask to our guests? Because we don't want to keep the interview too long. We still have 2 guests, and we are trying to keep the episodes as short as possible for the people.
I had so many questions, and this afternoon has been so busy. So busy, man. How many sets of electrolytes are you bringing over? That's the question. I've seen you put into the Send It Surrey chat. So does anybody want
I'm trying to.
Are you just stuffing like squirrels and electrolytes and?
That's the tough part. That's the I'm like started packing and laying some stuff out, trying to figure that out. But I'll definitely bring a handful of electrolytes, and we'll see how that goes. If how many people want them, and I feel like I'm gonna probably talk with the organizers. I know it can be tough to buy stuff from the States and send it over, and it gets expensive and all of that. So I'm gonna try to organize something to where I can send a chunk of them over there. And just make them a little bit more readily available for everybody. So yeah, bringing electrolytes, bringing some squirrels. I'm gonna bring some Olights. They're one of our sponsors. So they have all the different flashlights, those popular like flat flashlights that have like the UV and light on them and got a laser on them. I'm going to bring a handful of those. That's also going to be one of the prizes as well for the scavenger hunt is a flashlight. So yeah, laying stuff out, trying to see how heavy my bag's going to be, and we'll see what I can get over there,
Just stuffing everything in your pockets, just squirrels under the hat and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, security is definitely going to be looking at me funny, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it's always a thing. Like we have Lars here in the European community, and he doesn't have a place to put his helmet in his bag, and he always puts it on his head when he flies. And when security
Yeah, you don't
asks
want
him,
to carry it. They're going to charge you for an extra bag,
yeah, and when they ask something, he's like, "I'm afraid to fly."
Yeah.
Always works.
That's great. I'll have to remember that.
All right, Jared, thank you so much for coming on to share some insights on Send It Surrey. I think a lot of people are really looking forward to going out there, meeting some of the American people as well. It's so cool that some people are actually making the bridge and coming to it's not Europe yet, it's the island next to Europe, but the bridge is there and the bridge is being built. So it's so cool. So really nice.
Yeah, I really appreciate y'all having me on here. I love what you do. I think this is an amazing podcast, and I've been wanting to come on for a while. I know y'all had Mark Grizz not too long ago talking about Oak City and all of that. So, so yeah, y'all are getting a lot of people on there. So I really much appreciate that, and thank you for the invite.
No, thank you for coming
Our
on, man.
pleasure,
I will
man.
see you in a week. It's literally
Yeah, I'm
Thursday
so
today. I'll
stoked.
be arriving around about now on Thursday.
Yeah, we're all starting to get anxious about it. We're so excited, like just worried that something's gonna go wrong. Like, no. I want to get there. It's gonna be so fun. So fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good weekend. Weather's looking good as well, which is the main thing.
Yes. Fantastic.
I will have to miss out on this year's event. Unfortunately, I only have a limited amount of vacation days, and we're also organizing events, so I have to make some choices.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but
Sometimes
I hope to
it
see you
is.
soon.
Hope to run into you in one of the events or one of the trails someday. Always a pleasure
Yeah, it'll
to meet new
happen.
people.
It'll
For real.
happen for sure. Because we're gonna keep having events. We're gonna keep doing this thing.
Yeah, and I really hope to get to the States as well someday. That's also a dream. So
Yeah, you always have a place to stay.
cool, man. Nice to hear. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
All
See ya.
right. Oops. And he's gone. All right. Cool. That was guest number 1 of our episode 20. We still have some other guests to join us in the room soon. And we'll talk to one of the organizers of the event and then also another person from Oak City. So really,
I want to be really smooth now and go, oh, look, our guests have already arrived. Edit.
And there's actually a 2-hour gap.
We've had a little break in the background because we just got some timings muddled up, and not everybody is on Greenwich Mean Time. And we have a couple of other guests waiting in the wings. We're just waiting for one more person to join us. But one thing I did forget to say, because it is so freaking hot, and I've actually had a long week at work and my brain's not in it. One thing I didn't say was, how's your summer break, Vinie?
My summer break has been very chill. I've been working all summer. I've been saving some vacation days for September because it's always more expensive and more busy when you go in July and August. So I had some long weekends here and there, mainly invested some time in the relationship in our homestead here. We've been trying to make it as comfortable as possible. We have a shed next door. We've been here for more than a year and we haven't been doing anything with that. So now we set up a little workshop room where I can work on Onewheels. We have like a darts room where we have some playful stuff and a darts board. And also, just organizing stuff and making life a little more
a man cave.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like a shared man and woman cave. So and hopefully there's a top floor which has like the very smooth concrete.
Okay.
There's just a big hole in the garage where the car or whatever can go, and I wouldn't need like a little edge there, because if the Onewheel starts ghosting, which it does sometimes, then it just and goes into the hole. So that's something to watch out for. But it is shreddable. So
wicked.
Not that big, but
sounds like it's been long overdue though.
Yeah, it's I've been like working like crazy on creative stuff, but a lot of people might not know that, but I'm a high sensitive person, and there's like your basic needs are kind of flipped around, which makes you invest a lot of time in helping people and creating stuff, and not a lot of time into the basic needs of a person, like eating, cleaning, stuff like that. It all goes out of the window for creative stuff. So that's something that I have to work on for myself. But it's something that I've been tackling in the last few weeks.
Nice.
And just getting some me time as well. It's pretty busy in my life always, so that's also necessary to get some juice into the batteries again.
It's one of those things because for yourself, one wheeling is a hobby. It's a mindfulness thing. It's a thing to get out into nature. But then you think, but I could film this and it would make an excellent little edit. And then your brain starts going, well, if I just put the camera here and just run that same bit 10 times and then get the right edit and all the rest of it and the right clip. Because anybody that doesn't edit videos, these things, you've got to do it again and again and again and again and again to get that right clip. And then the editing down takes a long time. And all of a sudden, like you say, you're knackered from the thing that's supposed to make you feel good.
Yeah. So I've been riding out just without camera for the last few sessions, and it's also a breather, just not having to think about that and just letting go of everything, enjoying the surroundings. And I have a very quiet forest right around the corner. There's not a lot of people who go there, so it's really quiet out there, which is so nice just to soothe down the mind.
Nice. We're just waiting for one more of our guests to join. I don't know, should we let the first guest in and then have a little chat and then Hannah can join us afterwards?
Yeah, let's not keep Noah.
Let's not keep our well, not our first guest, our second guest. Jesus Christ.
The heat is
we're gonna let we've done this before. Look at this. There's a beautiful little line up there with the shirts hanging. That's beautiful little layout there, Noah.
I had to set the vibe, bring the vibe that Oak City is going to bring to Surrey.
Love the colors, man. Love the colors. Welcome, Noah.
Thank you.
So,
how are y'all?
We're doing good.
We're not bad. I've got some technical issues in my end. My laptop's screaming at me and everything seems to freeze on the screen. I don't know what's going on. It's not happened this once in 20 episodes.
It's perfect timing, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all can hear me okay?
Sorry, say that again?
Y'all can hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah, that was not a joke. So we're just waiting for Hannah to join us, but we thought, we know you're waiting in the wings. We might as well kick off with yourself and then we can bring Hannah in. If Jay is anything to go by, Hannah is going to be late. So we might as well start now and then let Hannah catch up.
That's fine. I just put my child down for a nap, so we're good for another 2 hours.
Excellent,
right,
man.
cool.
Excellent. So I always forget this. Vinie was great with Jared at the start there. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Noah Vi. I live in Raleigh. I ride around with Oak City Onewheel. I've been one-wheeling about, that's 5 years now. 2020, I got my first one-wheel. Me and my buddy Eric, he's coming to Surrey as well with us, but we were riding around one time and we met up with Oak City. It was Joe Rana from the Joasis, and we started riding around with them. Cool group of people, and been riding with them since, and we're going to continue to do so.
How many people ride around in Oak City? Because we had the same chat with Mark, and it was like, I was riding around, and then people were like, do you know the Oak City guys? And he was like, no, I've not met them. But there seems to be lots of you just spread out and then clustered together at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like there's probably a core group that rides around a lot more than others, but we have people coming and going, as we have slow rolls, as we have Tuesday night rolls, or anybody who wants to ride at all, any day of the week. You just have people rolling in. You see different people all the time. And sometimes you go for rides and you're like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. They're like, yeah, I just hadn't been around. But, they flock in from everywhere. But then when we have like Oak City Shred Fest, that's when you get everybody together because everybody wants to be there. So when you ask how many, I mean, I 50, 100, there's a lot of us.
It seems to be a really big and wicked crew. I always see very cool videos popping up from the Oak City crew, and it really, like, how big is the region that you cover with Oak City?
Let's see. We got Raleigh and all the surrounding regions, Durham, There's some people that come in from like Winston-Salem, which is about 2 hours or so away, hour and a half. Greenville, which is over near the East Coast, but you know, anybody in North Carolina. Sometimes we go down, and Charlotte has their own crew, but you know, we talk with them. We're friends with them. Go down there and hang out with them and do rides with them as they come up and sometimes do rides with us. So it's pretty broad.
Yeah. And I have noticed on your profile that you are the trick comp director of Oak City. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I'm going to be directing the trick competition in Surrey as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Somebody with experience on the wheel. That's cool.
Yeah. So we're trying to bring, you know, some stuff that we have over here, things that like Race for the Rail or Future Motion is doing like for their trick competition this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're invoking some of those rules and some of those formats and hopefully bringing it over to across seas to the UK as well.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
It would be cool and interesting to see more about the format, and because it's pretty new, the trick competition thing. So it's cool to see how people are handling stuff and the judging and how things are going. Really interesting.
Yeah, so we're trying to just get a standard for it, you know, because there's been always talk about, you know, how are we going to do it this time? What are we going to do with the format? How do you want to do it? Well, we try to listen to the riders and, you know, everybody who's doing the trick competition, and we want to hear feedback from them, just, you know, hear what works best for them. So this is kind of a collective format and judging to that they enjoy. And so we're going to keep it that way. If we need to change it, we can, but you know, it's nice having a standard.
Yeah, I'm going to get, I'll have to get Nick Oppenheimer, who is helping out a little bit for Send It Surrey, doing some of the group rides, to pick your brains, because we did a trick bumper, Shred the Shires, and we had Nick and his brother Cy, who are ex skateboard competition riders from like the 80s.
Yeah,
so they know that feeling of competition and to be judged, running the judging. And then we had Jaffa with his broken leg jumping in there for the skills. And then we had a little bit of audience participation as well, because we wanted to involve people, because one-wheel tricks are so new, nobody really knows what's good and what isn't. So we had a little bit of that as well.
Right.
So sometimes the tricks that were really easy looked really good. And sometimes the ones that were hard that everyone was failing at was like, oh,
yeah.
Everyone's going, we know how hard that is to pull off, but the crowd weren't there. So it's nice to hear that you're working on a standardized format, because that then allows everyone to push themselves that little bit further as well.
Yeah, everybody to get involved. We want the crowd to love it too. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you know, we want everybody to get involved. We want the crowd to get involved too. We want crowd pleasers. And yeah, you know, I judged the trick competition at Oak City Shredfest since Oak City Shredfest 2.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you see different things and you hear feedback from the riders, like, maybe that heat was way too long. You know, we're so damn tired afterwards. Maybe we need to trim it down a little bit. So we listened and we're trying to pull that off.
Yeah, I think the first year we did a game of float. And that went on for ages. And I think we listened to people at that going, it was great. It was great to see people continuously trying to push the riders, push each other. But for the audience, they were like, we've been here for sort of 2 hours now, and no one seems to have landed anything.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Whenever someone's trying to invoke that, we're always like, you know, float just takes a long time sometimes.
Yeah,
there's only so many tricks sometimes too, but it's still new, and you know, people come up with new tricks, new stuff every day, and it's getting more exciting, and hopefully get more exciting for even all the people who don't do tricks.
Absolutely, definitely. Speaking of bringing things together, let's bring. Apparently, we have Kenward waiting for us. Let's see which one turns up. Hello.
Hello.
Did we know if we have a boy wonder on or not?
So, yes, and it's sorry, funny enough.
To November last year.
Didn't miss his cue this time.
Yeah. Nice, excellent. Man. It's good to see you lot.
And you, sir.
So for the... All goody?
Pardon?
Are you good?
All good, mate. Hunky-dory.
All right. For the few people who don't know who you are, please represent yourself, Jay and Hannah.
Mum?
Jay?
You can go first.
Okay. Hi, my name's Hannah. I'm a director of Send It Surrey Community Interest Company, and we're putting on an event next week. So excited! The whole idea around it is to raise money to be able to sponsor talented riders who might not otherwise access the sport for financial reasons.
Wonderful.
Nice. And hi, my name is Jay Kenward. I am a European champion. I love racing and just enjoying a ride in general, with like friends or like with headphones on. And yeah, that's basically me. I love one-wheeling, e-foiling, snowboarding, all that kind of stuff. So it's all in the same genre. But yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, not gonna stop doing it till the day I fall.
So today we are here to talk about, to talk about the upcoming event in the UK, and I think you two have something to say about that. How did the idea of the event come to life?
I think that's more on mother's side because you were the first person that told me at Claymont events down in Newdigate, which is literally only like a 5-minute drive, if that, down the road from us. Use this venue, and then we just like mum came up with the name. She's done a fair amount of work. Same thing with yeah, just like loads of other people in the community, and definitely Noah as well. Yeah, no, it's all good. But yeah,
Was it as simple as that, Hannah?
so I made it sound simple.
I mean, yeah, looking at the venue, I thought it's already a timed venue, so they already run timed events there. And just having the European events that I had attended weren't like this venue, not really. And it was when I went to Float Life Fest and I really immersed myself in the community, and Oak City people embraced me like one of theirs. That I fell in love with the community and saw that what the trails were like, and had a bit of a. I think that was the first time I actually got on a one wheel at Float Life Fest. Before it had been a flat no. Then, yeah, Camelot Events is an event ran by friends of ours, and just being down there with them, a few times, I just looked at the track. I just looked at the surface level in the woods and thought this would be a great venue to hold a one wheel event, and that's how it was really born. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we
Basically,
will
yeah.
all find out in about 7 days. I'm trying to open the app now, see how many hours.
You're gonna love it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's
7
something
days,
certainly
13
that I'm
hours
looking
and
forward to,
39 minutes.
especially
There you go.
with like how many friends are coming from across the pond. So it's something that you definitely don't want to miss. And it's called Send It for a reason. It says it in its name. So yeah, it's going to be interesting on how many people are going to find the track and just overall enjoy the vibes of it as well. Like for family members, like partying, DJs, you name it. It's going to all be there. And yeah, waiting for you to get a ticket today.
I've got my ticket, man. I bought my ticket.
Good man. There we go.
Bought my
Very well
ticket,
prepared.
Bought my Grom's ticket, booked the camping. Let's talk about the vibe a little bit then, because you have got a lot going on. We've spoken to Jared earlier this evening about the scavenger hunt and the squirrels and everything. So my first question is, and I I am not a dance 90s man, although I think I probably am just from background knowledge of stuff. But when one of our team, Gary, said, "Oh my God, Duncan Disorderly's DJing," and I was like, "Are you taking the piss? Is this some sort of silly name that I've never heard of?" He's like, No.
Totally.
Every weekend for 10 years, he went to Strawberry Sunday, which is a thing. And then Martin, who's also on the Shred the Shires team, joined the team this year, went, "Yeah, we probably met each other, Gary, because I went there nearly every weekend as well." So Gary and Martin are well up for the DJ. They are so happy that he's going to be DJing. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, guys, fine." So you've obviously you've hit a benchmark straight off the bat with the DJ vibes. How did you swing that?
I am a 90s raver girl. And one of the lads that I used to go dancing with is a DJ, and he's mates with all of them. So yeah, he just hooked me right up. He's so cool. You'll meet him. Lovely. He's Ben.
Excellent. I've never seen Jay look
Simple
quite
as
as
that.
embarrassed as he just did then.
What's that?
I said I've never seen Jay look quite as embarrassed when you said you were a 90s dancer.
I was going to say,
Yeah, I
it's quite
do
self-explanatory at this point if you don't know my mum. Like, holy moly.
So Hannah, you're the director of the event. What's your main role in Send It Surrey?
Did you say Hannah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is my main role? Well, I guess I'm finance director. I set up the community interest as well, so I do a lot of the
Organising
admin
as well.
Yeah, and organising. I just do whatever Andy doesn't want to do, I suppose. Andy kind of does whatever I can't do and what he's really good at. And he's good at a lot. He's great to work with. Shame he's not here.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Andy as well.
Oh, he's amazing. The event wouldn't be going ahead without Andy. Yeah, he's incredible.
100%.
So, and how many people are working behind the scenes? Because you have quite a big schedule. Things are going to run simultaneously, like trick clinics and time trials, if I'm correct, or racing. How many people are you having there in the organization?
Yeah, there's a lot. Andy's running that side of things, like the racing and scheduling. He is so on point. He's an air traffic controller, so yeah. I mean, he's very, very organised. Noah is running the trick comp. He's so good at tricks. You must have seen his tricks. And Jared's doing the scavenger hunt. So they're extra things that I've only ever experienced at Oak City. They're super fun. Well, not the trick comp, actually. That was at Float Life Fest too. But they're bringing that. So that's going to be epic. Jay's track director, so he's kind of mapped the course out.
Managing as well, so I'll be leading. I'll be leading all the group rides as well on the Friday and Saturday.
What did somebody say today in the chat? Jay, put Jay on a standard pint. Can we give it a flat tire as well?
I think I'm going to be going backwards while doing a handstand. So you know,
you'll probably still go faster than us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only way to slow you down.
Definitely.
We're also going to have some trick clinics as well. So me and a few of the riders from Oak City, we're going to be running some trick clinics throughout the day. Learn to bonk, nudge, body varials. Jared's going to be some body varials. And yeah, if you want to freshen up on some skills, hopefully we can help you guys with it.
And for the trick competition, what can people expect? Is it going to be like the level we saw from Onewheel, the recent event, or is it going to be a bit more chill and open to a lot of people?
Yeah, we're taking what we've kind of how we built Oak City Shredfest. We also see how Future Motion is setting their features up and trying to take something from that too, because if it's going to be a standard thing, then it'd be nice to have, this certain feature in every trick competition that you go to, whether it be Float Life Fest or Lemonade, Oak City Shredfest. We doesn't have to be exactly the same, but standard.
Yeah. And Jay, important question: are you going to race on the event?
Well, a lot of people have asked me this question, and the answer to that is no. I don't really want to race at my own event. I don't see what would be the big deal of me racing my own event. I mean, I'm already holding a outstanding title, so I don't really get why I should race. I feel like somebody else can have a little bit of fun. I know we're gonna get two people traveling all across Europe becomes well then, as well as the Americans as well. All the Oak City crew definitely come in. So I'm not really I'm just to me it's just I don't really need a race, but I'm just more happy to watch it and just be in the moment with it, rather than just sweating my balls off trying to gun it and pedal to the metal.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice to be able to focus on other things too.
Well, that's what I was about to say, Jay. You said that from the start that you're not going to race. I wonder how many times you might have regretted that thought and gone, well, maybe I could. But
actually, do you know what? One bit, I haven't regretted that one bit.
Excellent, because again, you said save yourself for Portugal. You're more likely to do something silly at home on your home track, so to speak, because your brain is more relaxed, you're closer to home, family, friends, everybody's around. You can nail it that little bit harder, which is why I'm going to say now, be careful when you do your little exhibition race, I suppose, with you, Luke, and I guess.
I'll definitely do the expedition. I'm definitely going to do the expedition.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a vibe. I'm not going to pedal to the metal, but I'm just going to be there for like, excuse my French, but shits and giggles. Like it's going to be a good time. That's purely the only reason why I'm going to like be doing the expedition race. I'm not going to be hammering it. I'm going to be mainly running the event, like helping people out, directing people wherever they need to go. You name it, basically. So that's
when the toilets gets blocked, we should come and find you. Yeah, you got the smallest hands, I assume.
Hang on, man. I'm getting that high vis and the hard hat. You know me.
Little plunger.
Yeah, well proud. Like Send It Surrey. Yeah, it's gonna be proper sending it with.
It's gonna be the riding around on a broom.
Definitely, man. Oh, I love it. But yeah, I'm not too interested in racing at my own events. So yeah,
That's good. You're gonna have so much more fun, like not having to focus on racing and not being stressed out, and get to enjoy your own festival.
That's it, man.
Yeah, it's a good choice, I think.
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah.
But
fully support that.
I'll ask a question. Noah, how many of the Oak City crew are going to race?
You're gonna have to ask them. I don't think we're really bringing any big top racers with us. We got some fast people in our crew, but they're staying home. But total we got I think about 11 people coming, so we'll bring the good vibes, and I can promise you that.
Hell yeah.
Good vibes.
Dude,
Suitcases stuffed full of squirrels and electrolytes is what I've been told.
Yeah, the TSA is going to be so confused.
I've got so many squirrels, man. You're gonna have to like bring a few extra if you want, but I've got like loads of squirrels from where I found in Miami. Like literally loads.
Yeah, we can come hide them around your house or something.
Was like, how many? And I just got it like, we're in the hotel and we got it like all lined up on the windowsill. There's like fucking 20, 30, 40 of them. There's so many.
I got them all hidden around my house. They come over and people put them places.
That's it,
everywhere I look, they show up.
I'm telling you now, it's the best thing I can think of when I'm getting to sort of up to here with my boys. I would like, go and find some of those bloody squirrels, boys. Go and, even if they've all been found, I'll still send them off into the forest to go and fight. They'll come back with like a grey squirrel and a red squirrel. No, those are live ones. Put them back.
Exactly.
They'll definitely bring back something.
There's a kickback with a gin and tonic.
Love it, man. That's it.
So you said about we've got the fantastic sounding trick comp, the scavenger hunt, the racing going on. What else is available for people there? Have you got anybody coming and selling anything? Or you got food trucks? What's happening there? No, I suppose would know this.
Yeah, we've got an amazing food truck. We kind of figured it's our first year. Like other people have tried different food trucks on different nights, and bigger events have a choice. But I'm really into food, like food's medicine for me. And I want to eat well, like good quality food. So I found somebody that sources everything locally. It's all hand prepped. It's proper fresh. It's going to be I'm actually really excited to try his food. And he's a good vibe as well. Did you see his promo of
I saw the really spicy wings. Is it the really spicy wings?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's it. Yeah. I thought it was really good fun. He came up with that. And the bar people, they're how can I put it? They were doing an event in London when I booked them for the King's Guards, like parade. So they're a bigger company, but they're still bringing good vibes, and it's like a proper pro looking bar. So I'm excited about them. I'm very excited about the DJs. Yeah, I'm just excited to make sure everyone's having a good time. Yeah. I'm very excited.
It's good. That lowers the chances of me wearing a high vis and a hard hat and plunging in the toilets, right? Because if it's good quality food, there's nothing dodgy going on. You know what I mean?
Really spicy chicken wings. I'm assuming you might be cleaning the toilets more often than you think, Jay.
It'll be ponging, but it's all right.
It depends how people's digestion is.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
And
I've
of course,
kind of
how
shot
much they drink
myself
from
in the
the bar
foot on that one, haven't I?
And come
At
and see
least you're
me
close to
just on
home.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
And are there options to like camp on site, or are people staying in around the facilities?
Both. Yeah, there's a campsite right next door. That was another initial sort of lure to book the venue. It's right next door.
Talking about tickets, I've also noticed on the Instagram that there's no option to buy a ticket on the event itself. Is that correct? That might be an important note for people who want to come and join the party.
Well, that's the official line, yes. 'Cause it's a
Okay.
private event.
Okay.
So you have to obviously you order the tickets beforehand, but you can't turn up and buy them on the day.
Officially, no,
Pain in
because
the arse is
it's
what it
a
is.
private event. But we have how should I say this? Pre-ordered some tickets for any stragglers that didn't manage to get themselves sorted. So some people can arrive because we have reserved some tickets for those that haven't managed to get them in advance. But it's still a private event.
Yep. I think even at
If that makes any sense.
at Shred the Shires, we probably only had, I think we had 1 or 2 people pay on the day. Typically what we had for last year was people upgrading tickets when we did sort of just a chill ticket, and then they upgraded to the race ticket because they wanted to then compete. So, but it is a headache because then you've got to go through the system again, repopulate the stuff. Thankfully, this year, however they did it, they waved their magic, and we had Wi-Fi in the beer tent. So Kate was able to just repopulate the Excel spreadsheets as we were going along. No one else knew that it was a secure. I don't know how they managed to get the Wi-Fi from my dad's house across the fields, working in the beer tent, but it was there all night long. We had a nice little security camera running all night long as well, which nobody knew about. So that was quite nice to be able to use that. But it's an extra administrative headache, isn't it, to try and do stuff on the day. So I'm going to get this episode out on Saturday. So get your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. Get them now. Weather's looking good. A little bit patchy on Thursday.
The weather's going to be
A little bit patchy on Thursday, but it's not 30 odd degrees or what it's trying to hit at the moment. It's more 22, 23, which would be nice.
I could use some chill. I'm ready for it.
Trees.
Sorry?
We're under trees as well. We're under a tree canopy, so it feels a bit cooler, you know.
All of it's shaded pretty much, like even the track. Like 90% of it is shaded. So
okay, that's cool.
You're good there. That ticks all the green boxes.
I've got a question for Jay that's completely unrelated to Send It Surrey.
Go on.
How much in your soul are you twitching that you could probably just catch a flight tomorrow, go out for or you could have caught it today, out to race for the rail and go for the wild card?
Do you know what? I spoke to I tried to speak to my buddy Connor, and I was going to say to him, "Are you ready to race for the rail?" But he was like, "I'm gonna call you back." He was at like some sort of like car meet sort of thing. But I'm guaranteeing, like I've seen like a few of the clips of like buddies wrote like checking out the track and everything. I've always said, "Oh yeah, I'll go next year. I'll go next year." It's not procrastinating. It's just how deep I have to reach down into my pocket and find fives. So that's the only problem typically with that. So yeah, one day. I'm not going to say next year anymore. It will definitely be.
I love the fact that they're doing this.
I really have to choose my words
carefully
now.
It's great they're doing their open category element that you can just rock up, lay down a time.
I know, that is definitely something at the start of like racing professionally, that the fact that they have open categories, so it gives everyone a decent option and a decent chance for whatever they need, and tons of board wise.
Yeah, it definitely brings a bigger attendance too, and
hell yeah,
it makes it more than just one race, or just a few qualifyings and then one final race. So it's kind of cool where it's taking it.
Yeah, it's nice. It almost turns it into it, rather than it being like the championship event, it makes it into an event in itself for people to want to go and participate. But that anyone can turn up and win, which is going to make it very interesting, I think, to see the result coming out over the weekend. So good luck to Sebastian.
Yeah, because schedules are hard.
Getting everywhere.
Schedules are hard. It's hard for all the riders to get out to every event and get points. And so if they're not able to do that, it's nice that they can go to Race for the Rail and qualify there.
That's going to be good. So what's the one thing, guys, that we're going to start wrapping up that you want to say to get more people to come and buy some tickets over this weekend? It's the last weekend. Why should they come to Send It Surrey?
Give me one
Come and
sec.
cut loose
Who
and
wants
have
to
some
start?
fun.
Who wants to start?
Go
All
on,
right,
Noah.
so I'll start. We're going to have a sick trick competition. We're going to have some great features there. Hopefully, have some great riders out there. I might ride. We might have some other people that are going to show up for the trick competition. Not just that, but clinics. We're going to show you how to ride better. We're going to show you how to do things that we do, and whatever you want to learn. But there's going to be learning, community. It's always fun to hang out with all these people. It's awesome to come over to UK and be able to meet all the people that I've only seen on Instagram or only talked to over there. So that's exciting to me, and hopefully for others, come meet us, come get tickets.
100%.
Yeah.
Come on, Jay, sell it.
If you want to ride like a European champion, I mean, like you got to party. If you want to be a big dog, you got to party with the big dogs, right? You got to come to Send It Surrey and be on one of the UK's gnarliest tracks. 22nd to 24th of August at Henfold Lakes, Newdigate, and I'm hoping you guys are already loading up the webpage now because you will be missing out if you didn't. Just saying.
He's gotten better, hasn't he,
Yeah,
everyone?
Yeah, my speech and language delay is out the window. It's gone. It's all the way over there. It's flown out. I'm definitely getting. I'm working for the BBC next year, so you'll be seeing me over there.
Excellent. And Hannah, come on. Why should we be there?
Yeah, I
Wrap it
just
up.
think that it is a real community event. It's all about the people. It's all about the positive mental health aspects of getting outside with your friends, being part of a community. The DJs obviously cut loose at night. Yeah, and just be with everyone, soak it all up, soak up the great atmosphere because there's a lot of good people going.
Don't mind me. I'm only eating a little bit of halloumi as well as my mum's dogs. Being part of the podcast, you guys don't mind that, right?
That's all good. All right. Thank you guys so much for your time and for giving us some insights in the most awesome event of the UK almost. Should I say that, Mark? Or
We'll see. We'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen, as I drink from my Sugar Shires cup.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
It'll be awesome for me because I'm just
Sure,
going to
cup
sit
looks
and
familiar.
chill and drink
I've seen it
and
somewhere.
enjoy.
Thank you, Vinie. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. Thank
you,
you,
guys.
Noah. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you for having
Love
us.
you guys lots. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. And Noah, love you, buddy. I'm looking forward to picking
you,
you up
right.
from the airport and giving you a big ass
Me
hug.
too. Me too, man. See you
See you
soon,
all
buddy.
next week.
100%, dude.
I
Anyway,
know.
I love you and leave you. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Love you too. See you,
Bye.
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
All
going to be
right.
a good weekend. If the 4 people we spoke to tonight are bringing just that energy, it's going to be an absolutely wicked weekend. And I am, as I said, thoroughly looking forward to just sitting in my camping chair with my gin and tonic, just enjoying everything. And I'm pretty much guaranteed for a bit of fun there.
So you don't have a race ticket, Mark, for this
No,
one?
I've got race ticket. Oh, I've got race ticket.
Okay.
I like to compete. Hey, someone has to come last for someone to come first.
That's
It's rules of a race.
true wisdom.
So there you
Rules
go.
of a race. There you go.
And if I
There you
don't
go.
race, I have to at least be slightly faster than my kids. They were like 10 seconds each behind me at Shred the Shires. So this is a grading
you
system
still have
that
your
we're
hopes
working
up?
on now.
They're gonna beat you one day.
I think it's going to be in about 7 days is when they're going to beat me.
For real. Those little buggers are getting faster every day, so there's no stopping them.
No, absolutely not.
Not at all. Not at all. So yeah, really beautiful talk with a few people of the UK scene and the US scene. It's going to be beautiful to see everything melt together in one cool event. I'm really bummed out that I can't be there, but I really hope that they will do it next year again so that we get another chance of popping by.
Absolutely. And at the end of that weekend, we will know the top 32 men, 16 ladies, and 8 groms for the championship race, which will only be a month or so
Yes.
afterwards. So it's
That will be in October,
yes,
indeed.
6 weeks, I think 6 weeks more or less afterwards. So straight after that, everyone,
Yes.
as soon as that event is done, everyone's going to be hassling them to get the times up, to get the Fabio to update the website, to get all the scores in there. and people will then see whether or not they're going to be racing or not. But obviously, there's other chances to get in there as well for the championship race. But we've got Denmark tomorrow as of recording.
Yes.
And that track again, I don't know whether you've seen the little bits that the weird bridge thing that they've added in.
So
there.
cool.
It looks great.
Yeah. It looks so awesome. The first time I saw it, I saw the construction. I was like, how are they going to get over that? But it made sense in the end how they fixed it. And it's typical Danish stuff to throw in a challenge like that. I love Lars.
Literally, what, 3 days before the event? Let's build another feature.
That's so cool. He's always full of surprises, that man. So
I'm looking forward to seeing that stuff as well over this coming weekend. And then obviously we have Send It Surrey.
Yeah, we'll probably have people standing in the fire again in Denmark before heading out to the island on UK. So really cool. And then Portugal coming up. I'm definitely going. Are you going to Portugal this year?
I can't.
Already decided?
I can't, mate. I really wanted to do the tour this year as well, but I've booked some training and stuff that is literally on the Monday, and it's just physically impossible to do all of that. There's still a little voice in my head that says, you can do it. You can fly in on the Friday and fly out on the Sunday. But I'm ignoring that voice.
Yeah. And there's also an interesting thing because I heard Race for the Rail has some wild cards on the day of the event itself. And we have a similar thing going on in the EUL finals. So for people who are there for the other events, because there's actually a lot more to do than just the EUL finals, there will be a wildcard race for people that, like Jaffa, who missed out on the season with a broken leg, and they still have a chance. So don't give up yet. There's still options to get in that final and get your score on.
100%. Get over there, ladies and gents. Book your tickets for Portugal now, because it's just great. And I don't want to talk about it anymore.
We're gonna have to close it down. There's no fire alarm yet, so let's go for it. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for this informative episode. And we will, or we hope to see you on the next one. Try to share it with everybody who you want to, with your babysitter, with whoever is interested in the wheel. Give it a thumbs up, a like, whatever. We'll see you on the next one. Take it away, Mark.
You try and do it every time. Fucking babysitters. Keep that nose up.
Cheers. Babysitter.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good.